Welcome to the Resource Hub. My name is Sylvia Moramo Chabo, the founder, and I'll be taking you through a quick flip through the Resource Hub where we have all information about special needs that is specifically neurodevelopmental and psychosocial disorders. So we focus more on the invisible disabilities, as you can see. So we have the home tab with general information about the Resource Hub, about data and statistics of disability, and quick links to the different sections. Then we have the Info Hub where we have information, the Resource Hub. Let me just show you the Info Hub. We have the introduction and the different disabilities that we cover, plus the coexisting conditions. Then we have the Resource Hub where you have health, education, or social welfare. Let's take a look at education. When you go to education, this one is taking us backwards. There you go. So under the Resource Hub, you have education where we have definition of what it is and broken down into details, a few quick tips on education generally. Then we also talk positivity and encourage inclusion, and then the whole process of education from assessment and where you can get assessment with quick links for the EAC centers and what they are. Then we have the institutions, so which we do categorically. So you can view public primary schools, private primary schools, and then if you want to get listed, you can click there. Then we start with the sequel for ECD, then primary schools, so you can read more about what ECDs are, more about primary schools. Then you go to secondary schools, junior secondary. This is according to the Government of Kenya curriculum. Then we have the tertiary institutions so that people can really understand the sequel. And this is categorically for special ed. So you see technical vocational centers. Then we have the learner supports. This is the aides explaining who they are and what they do. Then all the support workers. So you just click behave support and then you get to see. After education, there are programs, co-curriculum, because remember special needs is wide. So we have play therapy, we have music, we have art, we have ICT. So you click and you read on more about all this and what it is in the special needs. Then we talk about daycares, then tidbits about autism teachers, and then some communication on what they would love you to know. And we have room for listing and advertising for organizations, schools, and professionals. Schools is private schools because we have to affirm that they are. So that was under the Resource Hub and under education. So let's look at our community. Let's go to parenting resources so you can have a look at what we have for parents. As it's loading, you can see at the bottom and the top we have quick links, so no matter where you are you can navigate through. So under community we have caregivers, and then we have also the special needs persons themselves. And here you can see we have the accessibility sign. So even if you're visually impaired or you would like large text, just click on there. If you get somewhere quickly and you want to talk to us, there is the WhatsApp button. The messages come to us directly. So parenting resources, we encourage parents by sharing some tips. And apart from that, we encourage them to be bold and stand up for their children. And what exactly caregiving is all about is the introduction. Then we guide on after diagnosis, because it's a process. Many fall into depression. Many feel like the world is over. So we have guides on how to navigate that period so that you can be able to get through it and be able to take care of your child immediately after that. We have this section of the Neuro Digest programs that we have, which is awareness and education. So this is on our YouTube links, our podcast and hangouts that we've had with professionals, training parents on different things from different specialists. So from sexuality, circumcision, to neurologists, to speech therapists. We've had all those conversations on the TV or our town hall. Town hall is where we have had discussions with parents on what ails our community and try to curb it through the programs that we have designed. So this is guides and tips for parents, especially in the activities of daily living for our special needs children. So you find they can download documents that are important, like potty training. When it's a special needs child, and God forbid, if it's a first child, it is a very hard task about behavior, how to communicate with them so that we do not have negativity. So adolescence, menstrual hygiene, sexuality, all of them coming with manuals for training parents that can, like, what they can refer to, all the way down how to do things from home, like first aid when things happen, about bullying, how to handle that, siblings, self-care for parents, and more resources, and conversations like we've had, presentations, etc. And of course, getting listed again. Then we go back to, that is that. Then we go to InfoHub. We've seen. So let's just take you back to InfoHub a bit so that you can see the details. The key, most researched neurodiverse condition for us has been autism, because it's the most complex. So in that section we have definition. We have a quick video that we did in partnership which explains what autism is. That's linked there. You just click. Then a quick link on to what signs and symptoms are there generally. Then conditions on the spectrum. Autism is very, very wide, so we've tried to break all the very common ones. So you click on it and it goes into the details just like this. It breaks down. Then advertise etc. And autism, that's the introduction. So you can go to the next. So we have causes of autism. Causes of autism, we've broken down all the hypotheses because up until now, nobody knows what causes autism. So we have a whole story on that and what you need to do, type of scans you will get to see and the difference, just general medical elaboration and the different hypotheses, age, environment, and we've also attached references for that. Then you go to the next one, so you can go previous, you can go next. How is diagnosis made? According to CDC, WHO, facts about autism, the different types of analysis. Then we go to the care and management and the characteristics. And you can see there is all these characteristics of autism, from social to eye contact, solo play, antisocial. Then we come to the behavior side of it and we break it down into details. We come to language, then we have sensory difficulties because it's varying. The sensory side of it varies very, very much when they say it is a spectrum. Then you have the high functioning autism, characteristics about it. And we also have positives of autism. It's not all doom and gloom. We have the most brightest people and the wealthiest of people in the world who are autistic and neurodivergent. So we have a list of quick links about the positives, and you can read about even 30 most inspiring people on the autism spectrum. So it's not all doom and gloom, so that parents can see that there is more to it. So we've looked at the InfoHub, Resource Hub, the community, we have our shop, and we have the assistive devices. So in the assistive devices, you go, into, is it education you want to look at? There is the promotion. So these are the small things that parents can use to teach children, because learners with autism learn differently. And then we have promo items that also help us with fundraising during our awareness events. So, and if you click on the learning material, like this one teaches about activities of daily living, how to dress up. So we've highlighted what it does, which is fine motor skills and various activities of dressing. So you can just select if you want 1, 2, and close it. But then also we've given you description of the same, what it's made of, etc. So let's go back. That is under our shop. So education, that was under the shop. So under education, we're still working to get more details on these things. So if you want to look at sensory learning tools, you click on it. Cognitive and behavior therapy tools, executive functioning tools, and you can have actually a visual of those kind of tools so that parents know how to also use play and these things that they can get easily available. We've given them resources, like if it is about ABCs, that you can just print out and do it at home. There is the famous specs. We have given it in step by step so that parents can do it. We have handwriting skill, traffic lights for visuals in the house. So that is just a glimpse as to what our special needs resource hub is about. And of course, we have the donate button for those who would love to contribute and support this initiative. And back to it in a nutshell. So that is your special needs resource hub. The photo there is when we launched it, and we just want to spread a lot of love for neurodiversity. Thank you.